Hey everyone, so I'm back again with another video. This time around I have something a little bit different from what I usually do just because I really didn't want to piece up all these things into a different video, into several different videos, because they all are related to one single event, one single story, and I thought it would make the most sense to just show you guys all this stuff together. So pretty much, if you've been watching my videos, you know that, well, you've heard me say a whole bunch of times that uh, retro video game hunting in Toronto is a very hard thing to do, especially here in downtown Toronto. It's really hard to find games for decent prices, uh, or even to find games, period. Like, just there isn't anything out there. Everything has been collected into collectors' collections. Sorry for that poor choice of words there, but it's either been uh, put into other people's collections or it's made its way to one of the stores, one of the several stores downtown that have huge stocks of just about any game that you could think of, or it's still in a closet somewhere in someone's house. Either way, the point is you have to look, especially in Toronto, you have to look around anywhere at all, anywhere possible to find even one game. And basically, what happened with this stuff that I'm about to show you guys is I was walking down the street. I noticed that there was this record store that was under construction and was going to open up sometime soon. The last time I was in the area, about 2 weeks ago, I noticed that they were pretty much near opening, and I went by today and they were open, and they just had a couple of boxes of stuff near the front of the store. Pretty much, it looked like they were organizing the last of their stock that they were going to put out, and they had boxes marked keep, storeroom, and garbage. And pretty much all this stuff was in the garbage box. They had two garbage boxes, actually. And I asked the girl that was working there, hey, what's the deal with this? Are you guys just going to throw this stuff out? She's like, yeah. And I say, mind if I take a look? She's like, sure, go for it. And as I'm looking, and like the stuff that I see here, um, I was pretty shocked. And at the end of it, I told the girl, like, I feel kind of bad about just taking all of this for nothing. But she was trying to convince me, like, well, yeah, kind of convinced me, I should say, that all this stuff was going to go to the garbage, whether or not I had shown up. So if there's somebody out there that had wanted it, then good for them. I just got lucky that I came across this stuff because it was destined to go to the garbage. And it's not even like I was picking through garbage outside the store or anything like that, or in a dumpster, anything like that at all. I just went into the store to take a look because it had just opened up, and they had records, DVDs, CDs, that kind of stuff, new and old. And I saw the GameCube cases first, and I knew I had to ask about it. So basically, this is all the stuff that I found for free. I tried to give the girl like at least $5 or something, but she's like, "No, I was gonna go to the garbage. You can just have it." And she even asked me like if I wanted any more of it. I told her I can't possibly carry any more of it with me, and there wasn't really anything else that I had an interest in. There were a couple of just cases for like the special edition versions of the Alien movies with like Sigourney Weaver and the xenomorphs, but I really had no purpose for those at all. But this is what I got, and this is a decent set of stuff. But just be warned, most of the stuff is in pieces, so that means cases, cases without manuals. There's one loose disc game and a couple of empty cases. So I'm just going to start with this here. For the Wii, they had the manual for Super Smash Bros. Brawl and a loose disc and pretty scratched copy of Super Mario Galaxy. I don't think this will work because it is really scratched, but for free, I wasn't going to leave it behind. Next up, and this one here kind of surprised me. It had very few scratches on the disc itself, but there are, like, those few scratches that are on there are pretty prominent. And it comes with disc 1 and disc 2. It's Forza Motorsport 4 for the 360. Sorry about the glare. And that one had no manual with it. After that are all the GameCube games that I picked. There were also a couple other games, but I left them behind. I should say other cases that I left behind. There were a couple of sports games and stuff like that, and the cases themselves weren't in good enough condition to repurpose them, so I just left them behind. So let's see here. I'll start out with the two that were just case only, no manual, no disc. And I looked through the boxes there because they had a couple of just loose discs of different CDs and DVDs floating around in that box. And I couldn't find these. And the girl did tell me that some of these were missing. So I'm assuming that these ones were missing, which kind of sucks. But overall, I mean, all this stuff that I got for free was pretty freaking amazing. So just the case here, no manual for Pikmin. And for Mario Party 6. After that, I got here, this one here was complete in the case there, Donald Duck Going Quackers. Then there is Wave Race Blue Storm, and that one was also complete. And this one here had very few light scratches, and like this one gouge in the case there. There's a piece of the artwork missing, but nothing too bad. At least it's not on the front. Next is another copy of Soul Calibur. This one here did not have the manual with it. And I did have a spare manual for this, but I traded it away, so that kind of sucks now, but oh well. This one here, the case for it was the most damaged. I should say the artwork is the most damaged. It's Bloody Roar Primal Fury. The case itself is very, very gross. And yeah, it's upside down in here for whatever reason. But there's the disc inside. It's just upside down. And then the two better ones that were in here, this one here, I managed to find the Nintendo Power subscription pamphlet that went with it, but not the manual, or the precautions manual. Kind of sucks, but not too bad. And the disc on this one is kind of scratched, but not too bad, mostly just dirty and smudged up. It is Super Mario Strikers. And the best of the GameCube games I found, and I tested this out to make sure that it works. It's nothing crazy expensive, rare, or hard to find. It's Custom Robo. I believe there's a DS game as well, Custom Robo Arena, if I remember correctly. And yeah, I played a little bit of it, and I don't know, it's still too early for me to tell exactly about this, whether or not I'm going to like it. The combat seems kind of weird, but I'm still getting used to all the different button combinations. Basically, jumping in the air, dashing. There's a couple of like bombs that you can lob at them, at the enemy robots, as well as your just standard shot. And I believe there's, of course, other things that are added on later on, because there's tons of extra parts that you can equip to the robot that you play as. Well, the robot that your character in the game plays as in the sort of virtual world within the game. But either way, this isn't a review about this game. But But yeah, it's kind of fun, but I'm still going to have to see where I get with that. They also had one other GameCube item, but I'm going to show you guys that last. These ones here, I was, one I was a little disappointed about. First up here for the DS, they had Advanced Wars Dual Strike, just the case, but I already have this game, so I might just use the case itself for another one. This one I was really disappointed about because I still need this game. I really want to play this game. And in a previous video that I believe I have posted to YouTube already, I really wanted to buy this game and play it. And I had an opportunity to, but it didn't pan out because somebody else got it before me. It's the case, and at least this time manual as well for Super Princess Peach, but again, no game in that one. And then this last DS game that I wanted to show you guys here, I actually had the game and manual for this, so it actually completed this for me, and I'm really happy about that. It's Yoshi's Island DS with the manual and the game I already had, like I just told you. With me and my DS collection, it's pretty much near complete. Like, all the games that I have are in box, except for about 8 games. And of the in-box games, I only have 3 that are missing their manuals. So it's, like I said, pretty near complete. So to be able to complete another game in my collection is definitely a plus in my book. And sorry for the length of this video, but there was a lot of stuff to show you guys here, and this was just crazy to get all this stuff for free. I know that I'm never going to find anything at that store ever again because they do not deal in video games in any way, and I'm surprised that they even had anything to begin with. The only thing that I can think of is that they purchased just tons and tons of media from some kind of retailer or whatever, and they ended up with all these random GameCube games and stuff like that. But it's just kind of weird to have found this stuff in an old record store. But yeah, there's one last thing that I wanted to show you guys here. The most exciting, in my opinion, of all the items that I found. At first, I was hoping at least that this would be the case and manual. And when I found that the disc was inside as well, it just made me extra excited because now I know that I could trade off my disc and probably even make some money back on this, or even just get some trade credit. And I mean, this I really wanted to get this. It's the Game Boy Player disc, the startup disc. In the case, it does not have the cardboard sleeve that went over it, but it has the manual and the case itself and the disc. And the disc is in really good condition. It's just a little smudged up, like a little fingerprinty. But I did test it out, and it worked perfectly. I played Pokemon Sapphire version on my TV over there, and it worked just like a charm, and I'm really happy to at least have the case and manual for this, even though I don't have the cardboard slipcover. At least I have this here. Anyways, that's what I got. A really surprising find at a place I do not expect to find anything else ever again. At least anything else video game related ever again. As always, leave comments in the comment section below. Anything you'd like to say, comments, questions, suggestions, ideas, anything at all, I'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Check out my Facebook, Twitter, and website. They're all linked in the description below. And that's it. See ya.